Hey Instagram, welcome to another episode of Millennials on the Move, brought to you by College Daze Media. Today we will be talking to one of my favorite DJs, Mr. DJ Tistic, proud FAMU alum, and he's from LA, so this is going to be really, really dope. Hey everybody that's joining, hope you guys are having a great week. It's Tuesday, and I'm ready for Friday. Hey, so we're waiting for DJ Artistic to join us, but before we get started, I need you all to go over to YouTube and type in Judge Khalil. You can watch the trailer in the College Daze Insta story. Check out the Insta story and go watch Judge Khalil animated series on YouTube when you get a chance. Let's see, I'm gonna send this live to DJ Artistic. So I produced Judge Khalil animated series. It's about a little boy that wants to become a judge. I'm trying to get it picked up, but I can't get it picked up if it doesn't have a certain amount of views. So I need you guys to go ahead and check out the animated series. So we're here with DJ Artistic. I'm bringing him in now. About DJ Artistic, what he does, and what's his next moves. Hey.
What's good? Let me see. Okay, we good now? What's going on?
Yeah, we're good. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Good.
So you made it back home from all those, what was it, seagulls that was attacking you last
time?
Yeah.
Yes. They were very aggressive.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but anyway, glad to have you back again. Definitely. I wasn't able to save the video, so I want to save this one. So, okay. Hey guys that's joining us. We have DJ Artistic in the building. We're going to be talking about HBCU, Pride, his career as a DJ, and his thoughts about music, of course. So, for those of you who don't know, DJ Artistic is an alum of FAMU.
Out here, yeah. Rattlers all day.
And what did you study? Computer engineering?
Computer science, yeah.
Computer science. Yeah, and originally you wanted to do what with that major?
Originally, I wasn't really too much into programming, so I was more into, when I first graduated, I was doing more like tech support type work. Then I got more into developing like databases and things on that side. So a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of, what was it called? Application support. I was doing that through DirecTV.
Somebody said, "Oh, you smart."
I see. I mean, I guess I was a little bit, but I wish I had been more of a nerd, because the nerds are the ones who make $200K a year off of that doing development. So I wasn't at that level, but I mean, I was into it enough though. So.
Okay. So when did you fall in love with music?
My parents are both musicians. My dad was a drummer, so according to them, I guess my dad used to play drums. My mom said I'll start dancing inside of her stomach back then. So
really,
yeah. So that's what they say. They could be making that up. I don't know. They claim that's what happened. So I would say, I was playing drums as like a 2 and 3 year old. I started playing piano at like 3. So I've always been into it heavily. And then as far as hip hop, I didn't really get into hip hop until probably like 7 or 8 years old. So that's kind of late, because you know how a lot of times kids get into it at 3 and 4, but I didn't have any older siblings who put me on it like that, so I didn't really catch it till the kids in school put me on it. Like, I guess that was like 3rd grade.
Got it. Yeah. All right, so let's take a deep dive into Motown. Who's your favorite Motown artist?
Overall, I would say probably between Marvin and Stevie. Kind of hard to say. I'll probably go with Stevie, just because he had the songwriting and production on top of the songs that he was singing on his own. So it's kind of neck and neck though. And of course Mike is in there too, but I would say probably Stevie overall.
Got you. And yeah. To you, who is the king of R&B as of 2019?
I'm gonna say Usher, because like that one dude was disqualified. I can't even say his name, so. That one dude who got bailed out by somebody who owns a child care center, like, I can't rock with him. So I would say Usher. Like, of course, there's other candidates too. Like, as far as the Prince, I guess, who's the newest for this decade, I want to say Daniel Caesar probably has the most potential to me for like this current decade to be like at that level. So I think if he comes up with a couple more like big hits, he might start getting that type of acclaim. But overall, I'll say Usher because he's been dominating since like '94, especially since like '97. So
yeah, got you.
Yeah.
So which female MC rocks the mic the best? All time.
It's so many all time. It's so many. I still say MC Lyte is like the greatest as far as overall body of work. I would say at peak Lauryn Hill, she probably has the best album, even though her album was half R&B too. But I still like the Brat the most. I would say the Brat was one of the best like overall too. But I would say as far as greatest, MC Lyte is probably #1 to me.
Why did you mention the Brat? What about her?
The Brat was just probably my favorite. Like she was somewhat of a Snoop clone when she came out, but she just had such a dope style. Her flow was always on point. She had so many banging songs too. So it was like, to me, the Brat just had like, you don't really hear her mentioned at that level as much as she deserves to me, but she had the hits like Give It To You, Funkified, What Do You Like? She had so many bangers, so that's what I'm looking for. So she's probably my favorite. If it just came to like one concert, all the hits that any artist had, I would say probably the Brat.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blueface is making a move right now.
Yeah, he is.
What are your thoughts on all of these remixes? He had Tatiana, then he had YG hop on the track. Now he has a Grammy Award winning Cardi B.
Do
you think that this song needs to just let it go, or is this the song of the year?
I mean, it's rare that we get a West Coast song that gets that type of buzz. So I'm always happy to see everybody hopping on it. So, of course, he has Young M.A. is on it. Nicki Minaj is on it. Then I saw some lyrical dude who sounded like Joyner Lucas do a lyrical version where he was telling the girls to not pop it. I'm like, all right, like you can spit, but let them pop into this song. You know, do your little lyrical thing on something else. But to me, I'm not mad. I mean, anything that's West Coast is getting shine. Like as a DJ, I'm tired of playing every single song being slow trap. Like trap has, of course, some bangers, but I can't do trap for 2 straight hours like they do in the South sometimes. So anything that's bringing that BPM up, I'm hyped. So if that means we're playing 5 back-to-back Tatiana remixes, I mean, that's good with me. I can go into some old school Bay or some whatever West Coast music right after that. So, I mean, it's getting burnt out overall. Like, they ain't got to make everything right with Iyanna. Ain't got to be under my Handiana looking for some Jamba Juiciana. Like, we ain't got to go all the way there. But, I mean, it's like, as far as just rapping on that beat, ain't nothing wrong with it. So.
Got you.
Yeah.
So, scenario. If Ty Dolla $ign and if Nate Dogg was alive, if they both threw a barbecue at the same time on the same day, and you had to DJ, they both wanted you to DJ, whose party are you going to?
I'm gonna go with Nate. I mean, Ty is the homie too. Like Ty got some bangers, but Nate is just the father of that whole style. He has so many classes that he made for a good at least 12 or 13 years. Yeah.
Somebody remembers the Seagulls.
Oh, from last week? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, them Seagulls was on your head last week. They was not letting you live at all. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, but yeah, I would say Nate Dogg. I feel like Nate just like, especially if I got to play his songs and let him sing to it. Like Nate has so many songs that people forget about, and he was one of the first artists that was really getting featured on everybody's music from every coast. Like 2001, he had everything from the I Got Pros with Little Chris. He had the Fabulous, You Can't Deny It. Like, everybody wanted a piece of Nate Dogg at that time, so I'll have to rock with him.
So would you say that Ty Dolla $ign is our modern-day Nate Dogg?
I would say he's closest to it, yeah, because he has a rap cadence when he sings. It's like, in a way, he sings more than Nate sang, but he also raps more than Nate rapped as well, if that makes sense. It's like, because Nate didn't really have slow jams where he was singing and, like, crooning, but at the same time, he wouldn't really be rapping, like, the same way Ty does. So Ty is a little bit more diverse, I would say, but I feel like he definitely took that crown and kind of ran with it for this decade. So.
Got you.
Yeah.
So we can't talk about hip hop without talking about the greatest rappers of all time. Are you a Tupac fan or a Biggie fan?
I'm both, of course. I mean, I would say I'm a little bit more with Pac, but it goes either way. Like I feel like it's one of those debates that whenever folks want to get into the Pac versus Biggie, it's always like people always want to tear down one to build up the other. So it's like a lot of times the more lyrical heads or East Coast heads might tear down Pac saying he wasn't lyrical enough, he didn't have enough punchlines, he wasn't witty enough. But to me, he didn't have to have any of that. He was poetic enough. He had a great body of work. He could make any different type of song. Like he had a much better body of work than Biggie had. Like he could do a Dear Mama, then he could do a Brenda's Got a Baby, then he could do Hit 'Em Up, and it's like they contradicted each other in a way, but at the same time, it showed that he was able to show passion with whatever type of song he was making. So I would give the edge to Pac, but really either way.
Got it. Okay, so let's talk about how did you become a DJ? What was your transformation from college to where you are now?
I started DJing in college, probably like with 2 years. Yeah, like in my basically the year before I graduated, I started DJing, just doing house parties, and it was just something I was doing for money on the side. So the first time I charged, I think it was like some girls who wanted to be dancers at the time, and they paid me probably like $20 for an hour, and $20 was like 4 times minimum wage in Florida, so I was good with that. I was doing house parties for like $40, $50, bringing like some Comp USA speakers and an old PC laptop with, what was it, probably Windows 98 or something, old school, or XP, probably XP, but nothing like a MacBook, of course. So that's how I got started. Then when I graduated and came back to LA, I was mainly doing it just on the weekends after work, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it got to where in 2014 I had a bad schedule at work, but I was getting a lot of different DJ offers. It was actually 5 years ago to this day that I won the flavor battle from McDonald's. So that was like a big landmark. That was February 26, 2014. So when I won that, a lot of work kept on coming in, and it was tough to work and DJ at that level. And I was only off like Wednesday and Thursday, so I ended up quitting the job back then. So it's been, a lot of stuff has happened since then, of course, but that's basically what the transformation was.
Where are the clubs he played at as DJ?
So in LA, a little bit everywhere. I was at Le Jardin last week. I do the Dime probably twice a month. I've done Playhouse a few times. I've done I did Lord for New Year's. I do a Kiss and Grind. I do Fall Scandalous. I've done Mas Vida Taco Tuesday. I've done Thank You LA. We had that going.
Didn't you do Grits and Biscuits too, right?
Yeah, so all the traveling parties, I do Grits and Biscuits. I do Duce Palooza when that comes in town. I do, we got Henny and Waffles coming up again. I did that All-Star last year. So a lot of different spots like that. That's for LA. So outside of LA, it's always different, but usually it's Atlanta, DC, New York, Miami, Tallahassee. That's the main spots I'm at when I leave LA.
How was it DJing for Insecure?
Insecure was dope. Insecure, basically, it was like a 26-hour day of filming. So even though I only got like 6 seconds, that's actually a lot of screen time. I can't complain. They gave me a lot of screen time for me to just be DJing. So they showed me for like 5 or 6 seconds and showed the logo. So it was perfect branding. But just being in the trailer and stuff and waiting for call time, like they fed us good too. So they treated us well for sure. But it was just like, it was 2 long days basically back to back, like 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. back to back. So it was definitely an experience though, just seeing the behind the scenes, and everybody who works with them is just so cool and like down to earth. Like everybody from Issa to Alon, they were all just so laid back. And a lot of times when you're dealing with superstars, they act, they do their thing on camera. As soon as it's over, it's like they ignoring people and talking down to people. But Issa's just very respectful and it's hella cool. Feels like the homegirl from around the corner. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
So what was your all-time highlight of DJing?
All-time highlight, I mean, there's been so many now. Like the Flavor Battle in a way that was probably my biggest landmark, and that was 5 years ago. But it's been, before that, it was probably the Paid Dues concert I did 2013. That concert had like, I have the flyer up here on my wall. Who was it? Macklemore, Kendrick, ASAP, Juicy J, Wiz Khalifa. So it was just a huge concert. Dom Kennedy, Nipsey Hussle. It was all them at one time. So that's probably the highlight before Flavor Battle. Since then, there's been a lot. The Prince tribute, when Prince passed away, we had the memorial concert for him downtown LA. So that was a big one. Of course, being on Insecure, doing Issa's birthday parties and all the Insecure parties have been big. But overall, I would still say Flavor Battle is probably still like number one or number two.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, you have DJ'd in the DMV area, right?
A lot of times, yeah. Last time I was there, I was at Red Rocks. I heard it got set on fire. Somebody could probably confirm that, but I was at Red Rocks last time I was in DC DJing. I actually spoke at a school in Fredericksburg, Virginia, about 2 weeks ago. So I was in DC hanging out that time, but my last time DJing there was Red Rocks. I did Blind Wino before. A long time ago, I did Lounge 201. That was like Capitol Hill area. So I'll probably be back in DC. Oh yeah, I did the park. I did the park last time I was in DC too in November. So I'll probably be back in DC in like May. So I'll definitely post that on my page.
Can you share the experience you had? I don't remember where. Oh, you were in Paris.
Yeah.
Can you share that experience?
Yeah, I was in Paris. I DJ'd there back in October for Reebok. So it was dope. They basically got me out there just to play West Coast music because it's crazy how a lot of times fans from Europe are more fans of West Coast music than we are in LA.
Wow.
A lot of them actually grew up on LA music, and especially the ones who are like 30, 35 and up, even some of the younger ones. So they hired me and they told me they're like, we want you to come in and not just play like the Ice Cube, It Was a Good Day, and next episode. They're like, come and play Sugar Free and the East Siders and Quick and all that.
What?
So, yeah. So they knew about it. So they wanted me to play all those songs, and it was a good experience. It was at the Reebok headquarters out there. I guess that's like downtown Paris, something like that. So I did that back in October. But it was a good experience, though.
Cool. So what is your all-time favorite song to drop at a party?
Favorite, probably still Ain't No Fun. Like, it's the most misogynistic song ever, but even the feminists get hyped to it. So, I mean, I got to drop it. So that's probably still my favorite one, especially if it's a crowd that knows it. If you have like a 30, 35 and up LA crowd, like they know it word for word. Even the youngsters out here know it though. So that's probably my favorite, like overall. Of course, like Back That Ass Up is up there, but the Whistle is up there. Mm-hmm. Of course, for the old school, like I like dropping like Outstanding a whole lot. Like Before I Let Go is the main classic song, but Outstanding is the one that it's not as big, but it's just my favorite. So
got it.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a question about George Clinton. Are you into Funkadelics?
For sure, P-Funk, Funkadelic, Parliament, yeah.
Okay, so if George Clinton was having a party, and let's see, Stevie Wonder is also having a party, whose party are you going to? To
go to or DJ? Just to go to?
Just to go to. Have fun.
Because I actually DJed for Stevie last year too. So I mean,
I
would say for a party, I would still say George Clinton. Like Stevie was, of course, like the mastermind song crafter, but for a straight party, especially if it was like a 70s style, if he brought out like Bootsy Collins and all them, then I mean, yeah, if it was something like that, I would definitely say George, because his parties and concerts back in the day, bringing out the spaceship, it was the most drugged out, but probably the most funky type of party you could ever go to. So I'd probably roll with that.
Got you.
Yeah.
And let's see, what is your favorite era of music?
My favorite overall era, probably tied between like late 70s, early 80s funk, and then I would say mid 90s hip hop, R&B. So that's for everything, East Coast, West Coast, South, Midwest. That like, if I had to pick a 5-year period, I'd probably say like 92 to 96, like just somewhere in that area. So I would say between those two, because that's what I grew up on. I started listening like 92, 93. But I would say as far as just the funk, like I wish I could have experienced that in its peak, because most folks my age can't really get into funk the same exact way. Like a lot of us grew up on funk, but we can't really party to it for a whole hour just because that's just not what we grew up on. I can't personally, but if I dropped a whole hour of funk at a party at a Hollywood club today, people would probably look at me like, all right, like after 2 songs, they want to hear something else. So yeah, but I would say musically, I would say that funk era, like musically, nothing can touch that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
For sure.
Somebody said Zapp and Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, that whole era, Roger and Zapp.
Yeah.
One Way, Funkadelic, Cameo, that whole like early 80s Jerry Curl funk, like nothing can touch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my last question is, what is some advice that you can give to upcoming people or youngsters who are interested in becoming a DJ?
There's a lot of advice I can give to young DJs. I would say just make sure to study your crowd, know what's in front of you, because a lot of times we come in with those preconceived notions thinking that, okay, like, I assume they want to hear this, or either I want to play this because I like this type of music. But it's not about that. It's all about what's in front of you. Like, basically, it's just looking at that crowd, studying them, and knowing what's going to get them going, and paying attention to each and every song, because you might be doing great for 10 songs, and that one song you play, they don't react to as much. You can't lose confidence. You just have to say, okay, like, let me switch it up, or go somewhere else that they might be more familiar with. So that's one thing. Two is it's always about staying very humble and keeping your ego out of it, because it's easy to have an ego with DJing, because all the time you're going to hear DJs who are worse than you performing. Like, there's DJs who I know who've been doing it for 3 months, and they're better than some of the DJs who've been doing it for 5 years because they actually care about music. But you can't have an ego, because you never know why that DJ got there. It could be politics. It could be because they're somebody's nephew or son. It could be because they're bringing in a certain type of crowd. Whatever it is, just realize that if you're good enough and you make your market, you'll find your place, period. So you can't get mad because you see somebody else eating wherever it's at. So, like, that's something that's hard for most DJs starting out, because even when I was first doing it 8 years ago, I would go to certain clubs and people would be like, why aren't you DJing? You better than them. And like, yeah, it's easy to say that, but then you realize once you get into it, okay, they got hired because of this and that. So just knowing that you have to go hard, period, and not worry about why you are or aren't somewhere. The third thing I would say is just studying music and knowing music at a level that that more than just the surface. So of course you learn more and more music as you're DJing. A lot of times you learn stuff on the fly. Like, I was doing a party in Jordan overseas this weekend, and somebody came and asked for bachata music. I heard of it, but I didn't really know what it was. So I'm like, yeah, I got you. And as soon as she walked away, I'm on my phone Googling, like, what is bachata? I'm like, oh, Prince Royce, I got some of his songs. So I listened to it real quick, like, all right, let me just somehow make this mixed with a Don Omar song. And I don't play Latin music that much, but I have to at least have it, because you never know what kind of crowds you have. So knowing what's going to hit wherever you are, whether it's overseas, whether it's in a different state, because every single crowd likes different music. So just knowing enough of every genre, every type of region's music, every culture's music at that. So that's a big thing I would say as well.
Got you.
Yeah.
So everybody that's just now joining us, if you have a question for DJ Artistic, please go ahead and drop it now. We had a few comments.
Oh, Plato, what's up? We got Plato from Nigeria in the building. What's good?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my boy out there in Lagos. I rocked with him back in my first time. So,
ooh.
Yeah.
So people are talking about Tina Marie, Rick James.
Oh, yeah, easy for that funk era all day. I would say.
Yeah. I have another question. How did you get your name, DJ Artistic?
Basically, so for quick background, I used to rap back in the 90s too. So my first name was like, I used to rap.
Put a flow for us.
Nope. I'm not gonna do it. So I used to rap way back. So my first name was like RMC, to show how old I am. Like, I had MC in my name, and then once that got burnt out, I went by like DJ Flow and DJ Camouflage before I was even DJing. But Artistic, I know I wanted to have a name that had R and T in it, because my name is Ron Turner. So it's basically a play on my name and then my creative style. So I came up with that probably like in '99. So
got you. Okay.
Yeah, my manager's here. What's up, Nalady? Nalady is in the building.
Hey.
She's a Spelman graduate, so of course my manager got to keep it in the family, or HBCU.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that's it. People just now hopping in, but I appreciate you. The growth and progression behind the name. Yep. I appreciate you.
Was good.
Taking out. I appreciate you chiming in, coming back to do this interview again. This was awesome. And I look forward to seeing you everywhere, just DJ and doing your thing.
I appreciate you for that all day.
All right. Peace and blessings.
I'm going to keep it going. Keep on doing your thing. I'm going to keep on tuning in to you.
All right.
Peace and love all day.
Man, appreciate it.
All day. Y'all have a good one. Everybody who's watching. Amadou was good. Matt was good. Everybody's in the building. Alex, I see you. So, Donovan, we out of here. So, peace.
All right. Bye.
See you.